If your blood pressure has been creeping up after 60, even when you think you are eating pretty well, I want you to hear this carefully. You are not alone, and high blood pressure can be quiet without causing pain or clear warning signs. Some people feel normal for years while their blood vessels are working harder every single day. But here is the hopeful part. A few simple foods may help your body feel steadier. They may support calmer blood vessels, better circulation, and a healthier response to sodium, sugar, and daily stress. After 60, your body changes in ways most people are never taught or prepared for. Blood vessels can become stiffer, digestion may slow down, and kidneys may handle salt less efficiently. Blood sugar swings can affect pressure, and medications can make your body more sensitive to sudden changes. This is not your fault, because most people are simply eating the way they were taught years ago. But the body you have at 60, 70, or 80 needs a different kind of support than the body you had at 40. So in this video, I'll walk you through 10 simple foods that may help support healthy blood pressure naturally after 60. Not expensive superfoods, not a strict diet, just real foods you can add to meals you already enjoy. And as always, if you take blood pressure medication, blood thinners, diabetes medication, or have kidney or heart disease, talk with your doctor before making big changes. Food can support your body, but it should never replace your medical care. Leafy greens may be one of the simplest foods to add after 60. I'm talking about spinach, romaine, Swiss chard, kale, and other greens you can place beside almost any meal. These foods are naturally rich in potassium and magnesium, two minerals that may help your body balance the effects of sodium. And for many older adults, sodium is one of the hidden reasons blood pressure starts creeping higher. Leafy greens also contain natural nitrates, which your body can use to support nitric oxide. Nitric oxide is a compound that helps blood vessels relax and support smoother circulation. But there is one important caution, especially if you take blood thinners such as warfarin. Do not suddenly eat huge bowls of greens or green smoothies without talking to your doctor. Vitamin K can affect how some blood thinners work, so the safer way is consistency. A small serving most days is better than none all week, than a giant salad at once. Add greens to soup, fold them into eggs, or place a handful beside lunch. But the next food may be even easier to eat every morning. Oats are one of the best breakfast swaps for older adults with blood pressure concerns. Not the sugary instant packets, but plain rolled oats or steel-cut oats. Oats contain a special fiber called beta-glucan, which may help support healthier cholesterol levels. And when cholesterol, blood sugar, and digestion are steadier, blood pressure often has a better chance to stay steady too. The problem is not oatmeal. The problem is what many people add to it. Brown sugar, flavored creamers, syrup, and sweet toppings can turn a heart-friendly breakfast into a sugar-heavy meal. Keep it simple by using plain oats, berries, cinnamon, Greek yogurt, or a few chopped nuts. That gives you fiber, protein, and a slower release of energy. And that matters after 60, because big blood sugar swings can stress the same vessels that are already trying to manage pressure. Now the next one is small, colorful, and surprisingly powerful. Berries are one of the easiest sweet foods to enjoy without overwhelming your body. Blueberries, strawberries, raspberries, and blackberries bring natural sweetness, but usually have less sugar than many tropical fruits or fruit juices. They also contain plant compounds that may support blood vessel health and help calm oxidative stress inside the body. That matters because blood pressure is not only about salt, but also about the condition of your blood vessels. If those vessels become stiff, inflamed, or irritated, pressure can rise more easily. Berries may help support a healthier internal environment, and they are very easy to use. Add a small handful to oatmeal, stir them into plain Greek yogurt, or use them instead of cookies after dinner. You still get something sweet, but with fiber and nutrients attached. Quick check-in, if this is helpful, comment 1 so I know you're with me. And the next food may help your blood vessels relax in a very natural way. Beets are one of the most interesting foods for blood pressure after 60. They contain natural nitrates, which your body can convert into nitric oxide. And nitric oxide helps blood vessels relax, open up, and support smoother blood flow. This is why beets are often talked about for heart health, but many people make one mistake. They think if a little is good, more must be better. But that is not always true after 60. Large amounts of beet juice may lower blood pressure too much for some people, especially if they already take blood pressure medication. So the safer approach is gentle, simple, and steady instead of extreme. Try roasted beets in a salad, add a few slices beside lunch, or use a small serving earlier in the day. Do not drink a large glass at night unless your doctor says it is safe for you. And if you take medication for blood pressure, heart disease, kidney disease, or circulation problems, talk to your doctor before using beet juice regularly. Food should support your body, not surprise it with sudden changes. But the next food is one many seniors avoid, even though it can be heart-friendly. Beans and lentils are one of the most underrated foods for blood pressure after 60. Many people skip them because they think beans are too heavy, too plain, or only for soup. But your heart may see them differently, because beans bring several helpful nutrients together. Black beans, lentils, chickpeas, and kidney beans bring fiber, magnesium, and plant protein. Fiber helps slow digestion, magnesium may support blood vessel relaxation, and plant protein can help replace processed meats. That swap matters because processed meats are often loaded with sodium. Beans and lentils, when cooked without too much salt, can give you a filling meal without pushing your blood pressure in the wrong direction. Add lentils to soup, put chickpeas into salad, or mix black beans with vegetables and brown rice. This is where a simple swap matters more than a strict diet. You do not have to eat perfectly, you just need more foods that help your body stay steady. Now, here's a food that supports both your heart and your brain. Fatty fish can be a powerful addition after 60, especially when it replaces salty processed meats. Salmon, sardines, trout, and mackerel contain omega-3 fats that may support a calmer inflammatory response in the body. And that matters because blood pressure is not just a number on a machine. It reflects the condition of your blood vessels, your heart, your kidneys, and your circulation. Fatty fish may be a better choice than bacon, sausage, deli ham, or other salty processed meats. Instead of bacon at breakfast or deli ham at lunch, try salmon with vegetables or sardines on whole grain toast. Aim for fish about 2 times a week if it fits your diet and your doctor says it is appropriate. But be careful with high-dose fish oil supplements if you take blood thinners or have a bleeding condition. Food fish and concentrated supplements are not the same, so talk to your doctor first. Choose baked, grilled, or lightly pan-cooked fish, and avoid deep-fried fish or very salty canned versions. And the next one is creamy, simple, and better than many people think. Plain Greek yogurt can be a helpful food after 60, especially at breakfast. But the key word is plain, because many flavored yogurts contain a lot of added sugar. Sugar can create blood sugar swings that may place extra stress on blood vessels. Plain Greek yogurt is different because it gives protein, calcium, and creamy texture without the same sugar load. Protein helps you feel full longer and can make breakfast more stable. That means you may be less likely to reach for sweet snacks later in the day. Keep it simple with plain Greek yogurt, berries, cinnamon, chia seeds, or chopped walnuts. You do not need a complicated recipe because the goal is a steady meal. If you do not tolerate dairy well, look for an unsweetened option that still gives protein. Just check the label because some dairy-free yogurts are low in protein and high in sugar. The goal is not a trendy bowl, the goal is a steady meal. The next food is rich, satisfying, and can help replace salty snacks. Unsalted nuts and seeds are small, but they can be very useful after 60. Walnuts, almonds, pistachios, pumpkin seeds, chia seeds, and flax seeds provide healthy fats, fiber, and minerals like magnesium. That combination can help you feel satisfied without reaching for chips, crackers, or salty snack mixes. And that is important because many seniors do not get high blood pressure from one big salty meal. They get it from small salty bites repeated every day, again and again. A handful of salted crackers here, a few chips there, and a packaged snack at night. Over time, that sodium adds up and quietly works against your blood pressure. Unsalted nuts and seeds give you a better option, but portion still matters. A small handful is enough, and you can sprinkle chia or flax into oatmeal, add walnuts to Greek yogurt, or keep unsalted almonds nearby when you want something crunchy. If you want a simple what to eat instead list for the week, comment 1 right now. Now, the next food is soft, filling, and especially helpful when used the right way. Sweet potatoes can be a comforting food after 60, especially when you use them the right way. They are soft, filling, naturally sweet, and easy to build into simple meals. Compared with many refined starches, sweet potatoes bring fiber, potassium, and helpful plant nutrients. Potassium may help balance sodium in the body, and fiber helps slow how quickly the meal affects your blood sugar. That is important because blood pressure and blood sugar often work together. When blood sugar jumps up and down too quickly, blood vessels can feel more stress. And after 60, those vessels may already be less flexible than they used to be. The safer swap is not about removing comfort. It is about making comfort steadier. Try half a baked sweet potato with fish, or a small sweet potato with beans and greens. You can also use roasted cubes beside chicken and salad for a simple meal, but do not turn it into dessert with brown sugar, marshmallows, and syrup. And if you have diabetes or kidney disease, talk to your doctor about portion size and potassium. And the final food may be the simplest one to add to your plate. Avocado is rich, creamy, and surprisingly useful for many older adults. It contains healthy fats, fiber, and potassium, which may help make a meal more satisfying. Avocado can also replace foods that are not helping your blood pressure. Instead of butter on toast, try a few slices of avocado. Instead of mayonnaise on a sandwich, mash avocado with lemon and herbs. Instead of salty dips, use avocado with vegetables or whole grain crackers. The point is not to eat a giant avocado every day because a few slices can be enough. Small swaps add up, especially when you repeat them calmly and consistently. After 60, your body often responds better to steady changes than extreme ones. You do not need to rebuild your whole diet in 1 week. You just need to ask a simple question at each meal. Can I add more fiber, more potassium, or more magnesium to this plate? Can I remove one source of hidden salt or sugar from this meal? That is how your plate begins to protect you. Now, let's turn this into a simple plan for the next 7 days. You do not need to eat all 10 foods every single day because that would be too much. The goal is to make your meals calmer, steadier, and easier for your heart to handle. Start with breakfast, and this week, change just one thing in the morning. If you usually eat sweet cereal, try plain oatmeal with berries. If you usually eat white toast with jam, try whole grain toast with avocado or eggs. If you usually eat flavored yogurt, switch to plain Greek yogurt and add berries yourself. That one breakfast change can reduce added sugar and give your body more fiber. Next, add protein and fiber to your main meals whenever you can. This could be fish with vegetables, beans with salad, Greek yogurt with berries, or eggs with greens. It could also be chicken with sweet potato and a side of leafy vegetables. Protein and fiber help slow digestion, help you feel full longer, and may reduce energy swings. They may also help reduce the swings that can affect cravings, energy, and pressure. Then choose one hidden source of salt or sugar to cut back this week. Not 10 hidden sources, just one simple source you can actually change. Maybe it is canned soup, deli meat, salty crackers, sweet drinks, or flavored yogurt. You are not trying to punish your body, you are trying to protect it. And protection after 60 does not have to be dramatic or complicated. It can be quiet, like a better breakfast or a smaller serving. It can be a lower sodium choice or a real food instead of a packaged shortcut. Over 7 days, those choices start to send your body a different message. Less pressure, more stability, and more care for the body you have today. So let's bring this together, because the 10 foods we talked about today are simple but powerful. Leafy greens, plain oats, berries, beets, beans, lentils, fatty fish, plain Greek yogurt, unsalted nuts, seeds, sweet potatoes, and avocado. None of these foods is magic, and none of them should replace your medication or your doctor's advice. But they may help support the kind of steady blood pressure your body needs after 60. Because at this age, your body does not need extreme dieting, it needs rhythm. It needs minerals, fiber, hydration, and less hidden salt or added sugar. It needs more real food that helps your blood vessels stay calm and supported. You can feel steadier without strict dieting, and that is the good news. You do not have to change everything tomorrow, and you do not have to eat perfectly. You can start with one breakfast, one snack, one dinner plate, or one smarter swap. Maybe tomorrow you add berries to oatmeal, or choose beans instead of deli meat. Maybe you use avocado instead of butter, or keep unsalted nuts nearby instead of chips. These choices look small, but small choices repeated often can become protection. Protection for your heart, your brain, your energy, your balance, and your independence. So here's what I want you to do next. Comment 1 if you want the next video tailored to your goal. You still have choices, you still have control, and every meal is another chance. Another chance to support your heart, calm your blood vessels, and protect the life you worked so hard to build.